All right, you know what the show is all about, right? You know, when you come to the Steve Parker Show, you know, on WTIC, what's it all about? I don't even have to ask you. We all know that it's about love. It's all about sharing the love. It's all about the big love. We're always talking about the good stuff, people making a difference out there. And I got to tell you right now, thanks to my friends here, thanks to Amy Ashton, we actually connected with a fellow by the name of Peter Krause. Peter owns the Suburban Subaru out there. And, you know, say what you want. The car business is the car business, and it can get pretty wild out there. But it's the dealers like Peter and Suburban Subaru that take the time to give back and share that love that makes a big difference. And actually, Peter's on the phone with us right now. Good morning, Peter. How are you?
Morning, Steve. How are you this morning?
Good. I got to tell you, I've been going back and forth with Elliot Russman this morning, and he thinks very highly of what you folks have done for Fidelco, and you've done some great work over there, and you've raised a lot of money. Tell us about the Share the Love campaign and the role that Suburban Subaru played in it with Fidelco.
Well, we think very highly of what Elliot and his team over there at Fidelco do. So it's a mutual admiration society. In November and December, Subaru of America has a campaign called Share the Love, and they contribute $250 to charities. And it started out with just having national charities, but they changed it to have local charities. So we selected, Suburban Subaru selected Fidelco Guide Dog Foundation to be our charity of choice. So when a customer buys a car during that time period, they select a charity that they would like to donate the money to. So it costs about $45,000 to raise a guide dog over there at Fidelco. Wow. And we raised, and our customers donated their $250. About 1 1/4 dogs were given to Fidelco based upon the cars that we sold and the response from our customers and our people at the dealership.
Wait a minute.
We're very proud of that.
Let's just do the math here for a second, Peter. 1 1/4 dogs. So you said it takes $45,000 for one dog,
yes,
and
sir.
You did 1 1/4. All that money was raised by your dealership between November 19th and January 2nd?
That's exactly correct. Every time we sold a car, if our customers selected Fidelco, Subaru of America contributed $250 to Fidelco, and we're very proud of that. The team did a great job.
That is absolutely unbelievable. God bless you. How long have you been working with Fidelco?
This is our 4th year with Fidelco. We really like what they do. And when you think about what Fidelco does, I was there one night, and there was a military veteran there, and he described what has happened to him in his life since he's gotten a Fidelco guide dog. He said, I could not take my daughter to the bus stop, and now that I have a dog, I can take my daughter to the bus stop. Just think about that you can't go to the bus stop because you can't see, and now that you have a dog, it gives you a life. And in addition to vision, it really gives you a life. So we really love what Fidelco does. That's
amazing. It's something that we take for granted, as simple as bringing his daughter to the bus stop. Oh, my God.
Think about that.
That's incredible. Now, have you had the dogs over to the dealership too, Peter?
Absolutely. Fidelco is great about that. We had a couple of puppies over there yesterday. We had a retired guide dog there. We had some guide dogs in training. We probably had 10 dogs at the store. And then when during the Share the Love campaign, they will bring the dogs over that are in training because, they need exposure to all kinds of things because they get on subways, they get on airplanes, they walk the streets, they stop at stoplights, and so they need that kind of thing. So we love to have them over there. It's a great event and a great time, and the dogs love it and the people love it.
Well, I got to tell you, everybody knows that I'm a big dog guy, and I'm on the board of the Connecticut Humane Society. And I've got my dog with me this morning, Sonny, and I've got my Westie at home. And I always have the dogs around me, and what a difference they can make in your life. But I've seen firsthand a buddy of mine, Bill DeMayo, who's head of our Parks and Rec in Newington. He used to be in New Britain. His dog came from Fidelco, and his dog's name is Isaac. And oh my gosh, what a difference! The bond and the commitment. But also hats off to the puppy raisers, to the people that can raise these dogs to the point where they're ready to hand them over to Fidelco to train them. It's amazing, isn't it?
It's absolutely amazing. The Fidelco will breed the dogs, and then after a certain time period, they give them to people who volunteer, and the people take the dogs into their homes for I think it's about a year and a half, 2 years, and then I'm not exactly sure that exact number, and then they raise the dogs like dogs, and then they turn them back to Fidelco, and then Fidelco trains them to be a guide dog. And then I think the other interesting thing about Fidelco is they just don't give the dog to any old person who is blind. And I didn't say that quite properly, but they match the dog's personality with the person's personality. And so if you get a hyper dog and a lethargic blind person, that doesn't match well. So they take the dog, they match them up, and then they take the dog to the blind person and train them in their community and in their environment, because they've got dogs in Alaska and they've got dogs in New York City. So they're all different, and they all have different personalities for different functions. It's a wonderful organization.
And it all goes back to one man's vision, Charlie Command, which is just...
That's exactly right.
It's just,
yes, sir.
It's just so great that somebody had that vision, and it's helping so many other people who don't have vision. And just our thoughts and prayers go out to everybody at Fidelco and the lives that they've been changing and change on a regular basis. And you, Peter, first of all, for your service that you've given to this country as a vet. And also, I understand back and forth with Elliot here that you're also a West Point man. So thank you very much for everything you've done for this country.
Well, thanks for what the country's done for us, and thanks to Fidelco, and thanks to you guys for supporting these kinds of things. That's what it's all about. And, the more awareness we can have for Fidelco and those kinds of organizations, that's what it's all about. They need our help. It's a nonprofit. When they give the dog to the blind person, there's no remuneration here. It's a pure donation. So it's a great organization, and they do an absolutely wonderful job. And incidentally, I think Ellie wouldn't be upset if I said this, but they have an open house on May the 14th. So you could probably Google it if you Google Fidelco. And Fidelco's right up in Bloomfield. I mean, they're a local charity. They're right here in town, and they do such a wonderful job, and they have a great open house. And you can see the dogs and pet the dogs, and the dogs will demonstrate. It's a great day for adults and for children.
Well, I tell you something. I'm going to have Elliot on with me to talk about that open house, and maybe at the end of the month or so. And again, it's all about sharing the love. And Peter Krause from Suburban Subaru, definitely what you're giving back is amazing. And I know I know it goes without saying that you got a great product and a great dealership, but the heart and the love and sharing that love and what you've done for so many people, and you combined with Fidelco, combined with all the people that went out there and made that donation from buying or leasing those cars. It's all about the love. That's all the good stuff, Peter. Thanks a lot. If people want more information about Fidelco, you can just go look for them online. And, of course, for Suburban Subaru, what's your website over there, Peter?
We're suburbansubaru.com.
All right. Great stuff, Peter. Hey, notice how I let you say that? All right, Peter, thank you so much. Have a great day. I think it's wonderful what you're doing, and God bless. And, again, thanks for everything that you've done for our country, too. Okay, man?
Well, thanks for what you do, and thanks for having me on this morning, and thanks to Fidelco for all what they do and all the people that help.
All right.
Thanks.
Talk to you soon, Peter. Take care.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank
you.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye. Peter Krause from Suburban Subaru. What a difference. It's great when you can make a difference like that. Awesome, awesome. Share the love. All that going back. Whew, that had to be $45,000 for one dog, and they raised enough for like a dog and a half. Amazing, amazing. God bless you. That's a lot of money.